We play a little game here called If You Only Knew. I throw out some simple questions for fast answers. But the last time Ben was here, we flipped the script, and he put questions to me. I don't know what he's going to ask me, but...
Do you remember that I even did that last time?
Yeah, sure.
Really? I always get impressed when you remember, because you interview so many people, I figure you forget about it the second it's over.
Ben. Okay, go.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a series of questions. Some will be serious. I'm going to make up most of them, but 2 of them I had to research, or we had to research, which is very kind of your team. Ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Calm down. You're all over the place. Your excitement level is insane right now. I can't believe steam isn't coming out of your mouth. Okay, ready? Who had the highest batting percentage for any Brooklyn Dodger all time? This is your team. This is your sport.
Very good question. All-time Dixie Walker.
Incorrect. Babe Herman.
Oh, yeah, Babe Herman. You know what happened to Babe Herman once?
Tell me.
He had a fly ball hit him in the head.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he was stooped under it and hit him in the head.
Was his glove up and it just hit the wrong spot?
Yeah, he just hit the wrong spot.
Okay, this is going to be equally as difficult of a question. This is a 2-part question. 1, what was your first wife's name, and what year did you get married? I love it.
Jesus, that's a good question.
Yeah, the original question was what was her birthday, but I didn't even want to try that.
I know her birthday. My first wife's, unfortunately, she really passed away recently.
Okay, her name?
Her name was Aline.
Aline. We have a different name on here.
What do you have?
Freda Miller?
No, that was a nut. That was like an old. That was 17.
But it didn't. But did it happen? Were you married?
Yeah, but it didn't count.
Okay, so we're putting an asterisk next to Freda.
Aline counts.
But the question was, who did you get married to first?
Put an asterisk next to it.
Asterisk next to it. So this is like when Mark McGwire hit those home runs?
That's right. All got asterisks.
Okay. What year did you get married to this lovely woman?
1962.
Okay, I have no idea whether that's correct or incorrect. I can't answer that question. I did this movie, Billy Crystal, and one of the big lines in this movie was he talks about how regret is the thing that sticks with you, and we talk about life as a full thing. It's called standing up, falling down. So one of the questions I have to you, you've now had an incredible life, you've had an incredible career, stuff like that. Are there moments in your life that you could still picture, that really stand out? I prefer for you to say the good ones, but if there's a bad one also. But it's like, is there a moment that really sticks with you, whether it's the company that you were keeping at that moment, or just a moment for you that felt more special than other moments?
Well, there are a few. When I signed the largest check of any employee in the history of Ted Turner.
Oh, wow.
And they did a whole picture signing, and salary. The check was contract.
What was, are you allowed to say how much money it was?
It was the first $1 million contract at Turner.
Wow, wow, wow.
And that would include the Atlanta Braves. He owned that team. And yeah, at that time, the highest paid Brave was, I think, $800,000.
So you were making more than a Major League Baseball player?
Correct.
That's amazing. Incredible. Okay, that's a great one. You got one more?
Yeah, then when my father passed away when I was 9, that was a tough.
I have to imagine.
That was a tough go. I often wonder, left turn, right turn, what would have happened, like, if he had lived? Would I be different? I didn't go to college. He was tough on me. I didn't have that after he died. What would have happened? You ever think about things like...
Absolutely.
What if you went out... There was a great movie a couple years back. This woman leaves her house. She's a ballet dancer. She forgets her house keys. She goes back in, gets the house keys, and gets hit by a truck.
Right.
What if she didn't forget her house keys?
How different do you think your life would have been if your father happened to be
That's
alive?
my thing I ponder. I don't know.
Do you think it's worth time even spending thinking about it, or what's the point?
It's going nowhere.
Exactly. Yeah. That's pretty incredible.
Next question.
Yeah, I can ask a series of questions. Best character, best TV character of all time. It can be animated, it can be live action, in your span of everything. And this can be as far back as whatever you want and as current as whatever you want. What's the character on television you watch that you're like, this is the best?
Ralph Cramden.
Ralph Cramden.
Jackie Gleason, The Honeymooners. Laughed every time.
What makes that so special? Because it was kind of the first version of that at the time?
Because it was real. They're in this, you never see the bedroom. They're in this living room as Alice and the two, and the Carney playing the character upstairs. And,
sure.
But Jackie, I got to know Jackie very well, got to be very friendly with him. He kind of mentored me a little.
Yeah.
And he was the best comedic actor I ever saw. I went to a script conference that he did once. The writers kick around this story in which the Cramdons they're going to have a tough time making the rent. So apparently they did this during the Depression. They hold a rent party, and their friends come, and the friends bring potato chips and beer and things. And when they come in, they put money in a little packet. You can call it a party, and you raise money for your rent. Well, it was really funny. These writers sitting around, and they're laughing, and Gleason comes in to hear it. And he's laughing, he's slamming the table, that's funny, that's funny, that's funny. Then they finish, and he goes, can't use it. Because Ralph Cramden, was too proud to ever throw a rent party.
Oh, wow.
Because that character would never ask for your sympathy in a way. But he listened to the whole thing.
It's great.
And I watched him then throw it out. Yeah, he was something. You'd have loved him.
Yeah, I got to watch old stuff.
Larger than life.
I haven't seen so much of that stuff. I feel like
He did a great movie years ago called Gigot, which he did not speak. He played a mute.
Silent. Can I ask one more question? May I ask one more? Is that all right? This is a question that I've been asked recently that I think will be very interesting to put back on you. Streaming services are coming out right now, right? I'm lucky enough to be in a couple. I feel very, very fortunate to be able to play in it. But choice is so huge that people say that you're almost saturated with choice. There's so much choice. You have been involved in radio. You've been involved in radio that took you to television. You've taken television to a medium like this. You've played in all of it. Where do you see entertainment going when there's so much right now? What do you think happens next?
I think it's unpredictable. Like predicting technology.
Right.
The things go so fast. Technology's way ahead of humans in its ability to work in that little phone that does everything.
Sure.
I just caught up with streaming.
You just watched all of streaming?
No, I don't watch all of that. I don't watch it.
Oh, you just caught up.
I just
What does
caught
that
up
mean?
with the concept of streaming.
Okay, and what do you think?
It was amazing. You could watch a whole series of shows in one day.
Yeah.
Netflix is one of the... I had lunch with the guy who started Netflix.
Ted Sarandos?
Yeah.
Wonderful man.
At Nate Nal's.
Yeah. Did you make the bagels there or no?
No.
Okay.
This was years ago. And he told me about Netflix, and we were talking about, could I do a talk show for Netflix?
Yeah.
But it just never came out. And then I always wondered, how would he do with this movie rental business?
Yeah.
Look at him.
He's done unbelievable. Some of the stuff that they have created and he's been a big part of is pretty spectacular.
And I hear that they don't bug people. They don't put their hands on the work. Once they sign a deal, you do it.
Pretty amazing.
Never miss a beat. Subscribe to Larry King now and watch new episodes every day.